So we got Lemans here. 66 Lemans with the 421. $421. Good God almighty, boy. This sucker's ready. Dead ready. Dead ready. It looks like it has to.
I can go somewhere, somebody open their door, hit it, you know. I don't want to spend money or show quality and then not be comfortable to drive.
Well, I drive around. I didn't go out to Pigeon Forge last October because the COVID was so bad. I had to leave. So I said, I'm going to drive in 5 hours. See this hotel out there. I had a reservation and everything. Right there at the Astor Suites. And right next door to it was the grass car show deal. You just walk out of your motel room, walk back in. Wait glad to get that hotel room.
So this is not a GTO. This is a Pontiac Lemans. Automatic. I'm wondering what transmission is in there. Nice. Nice. Lemans.
Out of my way.
421.
Out. Period. Out. Period. On. Is that a split window?
Oh, that's 6'3", yeah. All day. Excuse me, y'all.
That's money right there. That's money right there. The split windows. That's serious money right there.
I'm sorry, y'all. No. I was trying not to get in your way. I'm sorry. Can I please ask you a few questions about this car?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yes.
Now, this is a factory big block car.
Well, okay, Pontiac would not call it big block.
Well, it's
But
421.
if you want to,
the 421.
it's a 421.
Factory 421.
Yeah, so Pontiac would never.
Okay,
like,
okay.
Yes.
Yeah, all right. Forget I said that, but a factory 421. In a Le Mans.
Actually, yes. Well, we've actually bought the block. We got the block out of Ohio, and then we took it to Jim Lahart out of Central Virginia Machines, or what used to be known as Central Virginia Machines, and he was known to build. He builds all types of engines, but his passion is the Pontiac engines. And then, and so we went to him, and he built our engine up from a 421 block that came out of a '64 Grand Prix.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Because I was amazed to see them 421 badges
Oh yeah.
on that car.
Oh yes.
So it came with a 421 from the factory, or y'all did?
Actually, no. So
Okay. It looks
usually
good.
no. So the deal is, if you get like a Pontiac Lemans or a Tempest, you can customize it. Typically, like this '66 Lemans would have a 326, but you could actually order back in the day. You can actually order a 421 back in 1966. So my husband said, because I asked him, what's the most powerful engine you could get in '66?
The 421.
He said 421, but you're never going to find it. I found two.
Wow, you're good.
I found two. And they were both up in Ohio. So we actually bought two, the two from those guys, and then took both of them to Jim Lahart, and then he picked out the one that, the block, because that was actually easy to build up from. The other one was kind of sort of intact, so he had to like detune and do changes to go from a drag racing. It was a drag racing engine to a street level, so it was much easier to just go from the basic block up to the street level.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, look, I appreciate you telling me
Absolutely.
about this car because I have a '67 Le Mans convertible,
Okay.
and I love to see Pontiacs because a lot of car shows and
Yeah.
cruise-ins, you don't see no Pontiacs.
No.
And,
no.
I am real happy that y'all brought this car. Y'all local?
Absolutely. We actually got 3 other Pontiacs. We also have a 78 white Trans Am. We have a 2002 Collector's Edition Trans Am. And then we also have a 72 Pontiac Le Mans station wagon.
Oh man, those are nice.
Now,
oh
The
God.
station wagon, she's going to get restored, so you probably won't see her for a while. But believe me, when she's done, we'll get her back out here.
Okay.
She's already been out here once, and she needs a lot of work. But
Okay.
yeah, and station wagons are rare, but we got her. We got her.
Yeah. I remember when we got our first station wagon when I was a kid. We loved that car.
So,
Boy, they keep coming. What time did this thing end?
well,
This
it's
is my
supposed
first
to be
time.
10.
This is my
Well-
first time at this one.
Well, welcome, because
Yeah.
you're supposed to be like 20. Well, last month was 2,200 cars, and you can tell that this
Look.
spills out over into the next field over
It
there.
might be 22,000 out here. Look.
Yeah.
That parking lot.
There's like-
that parking lot. Nobody
Back
had.
here, like take out this building. You know, like.
What time did y'all get here?
Oh man, 7 o'clock, and that's usually our 2 spots. And someone took it. So we
Okay.
took this one.
This is a good
So
spot.
this is a good spot
I'm
because
glad.
it's actually you're more in the sun.
Okay.
And then-
So what did those badges come off of?
This came up. Actually, we just bought those badges. Those little badges there. We actually got them from eBay, I think.
Okay, I was just wondering.
But typically you can see those like in the 63, 64 Catalina. I think.
Okay. Yeah. Oh man, this is
Yeah.
nice.
And then that's 63, 64 Catalina.
Okay.
You know, like, because that's actually that style. We saw the 66 badges, and actually these were a little bit cooler. So.
Okay, well they're nice. They're nice. But look, I am sorry for interrupting y'all
No, you're
conversation.
fine. You're perfectly fine.
Because I don't like being rude, but I had to ask about
Because
this
Mr.
car.
Show here, he did the same thing about 2.5 years ago or so.
Well,
These two should, but
I like seeing Le Mans because
yeah,
too many people over the years have taken Le Mans and did GTO clones.
yeah.
I almost did that because I got my car in '96, and that was my first instinct.
Okay.
But I am glad that I had other projects ahead of me and I didn't have time to do that. And I'm keeping mine all Le Mans now.
I will tell you this. I said, you know, like I saw her. We got her. She's a Le Mans. I brought her over to Mr. B-Max up in North Raleigh. He asked me, "You gonna make it into GTO?" I said, "If I want a GTO, I would have gotten a GTO." So she's a Le Mans.
And see,
She's
and,
gonna stay a Le Mans.
and I'm pretty sure,
Sitting right next to you, you know what I mean?
and I'm pretty sure that Le Mans get more attention because these GTOs are a dime a dozen. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
so,
what they do is that they take, unfortunately, and you don't really see them now out. You see them more like 5 years ago when they were kind of sort of the rage, and now you don't really see them because what they would do is that they buy like Tempest and Le Manses and steal those parts for GTOs. So now you don't really see a lot of Tempests and Le Manses because all of them are kind of bought up to replace parts on the GTO because the GTO was the rage. But you know, I mean,
I love it.
You
I
know,
love it. I'm just gonna be
you
honest
can
with
just
you.
make it clean, sporty,
Mm-hmm.
just like a GTO.
Yes.
And then
Yes.
you know you add your little touches
And you got
make
your
your touch. Yep.
your 421 block in there.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so they, you know, so the honest to goodness truth is that you could actually order back in the day at 66. I didn't exist in 66, but if you bought a Le Mans and you know back in 66, you could get a 421.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, back in the day, you could order a car any way you wanted it. Mm-hmm. You know, I hear a lot of guys saying, well, it didn't come this way and it didn't come that way. But back in the day, I remember my mother ordered her car the way she wanted, and she had to wait a few days.
Yep.
You know, so.
Yep. So, and that's what she got. So we love her.
Okay.
We love her. Yep.
All right. Well, look, thank you for your time.
Absolutely. So you got a 67 convertible?
Yeah.
You got a picture?
I don't have I don't. This is a brand new phone. I just bought this phone yesterday.
Okay.
So,
Oh, nice.
I don't have nothing up here yet except this stuff right here.
Yeah.
I bought this phone last night.
Very nice.
Yeah.
This 64.
Royal Bobcat.
That's a rare one.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
Bobcats. My husband would know more about the Bobcat.
Yeah.
But there's only one dealership.
Royal. Yes, I do.
That made
I've read
with-
so many articles about Royal Bobcat.
The funny thing, so that guy over there with the gray hat,
Mm-hmm.
this was a barn find for him. He knew nothing about the Bobcat, the Royal Bobcat, until my husband told him about the Royal Bobcat.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we met up at a Cars and Coffee Wake Forest several years ago, and he just thought it was a nice car. Bought it from church friends like 12, 13 years ago, and just bought it, restored it. You know, he's got a nice book that he's very handy, and restored everything from the seats to the engine and everything, but knew nothing about the Bobcat.
Yeah, I've read several articles.
Yeah.
Now, most of the Bobcats I've seen is the second generation GTO, the 68 through 70 or something like that. But I haven't seen many of the first generation GTOs.
He knew a little bit about the Hearst. So you see that Hearst
Yeah.
badge. Knew a little about the Hearst, the power booster, but
Yeah.
knew nothing about the Bobcat.
Yeah, cause most Hearst stuff was Oldsmobile back then. Yeah. But they did do some Pontiac stuff.
Yes, well, it's all GM, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Man, I can't believe.
Oh yeah. We haven't even started walking yet.
Okay.
But
Okay.
no, not that. No. I mean, it was like, oh, nuts, they let you go and stuff. It's like, we haven't even started because it just, it's like such a good spot. Keep
Yeah.
going.
Y'all got the perfect spot. This is top notch right here.
Yes.
If I was to be anywhere, I'd want to be right here. How do you
Yeah.
get out of here? That's what my question is.
Oh, I have to see, I work for the airlines. Miss Sarita told me I need to steal those sticks for the
Oh yeah. For the helicopter, for the plane.
for the place.
Yeah.
So I guess I need to steal those sticks and go like this.
Well, thanks for telling me about this. I mean,
Absolutely.
this one.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
My name's Maria.
Maria.
My husband's Mike.
Okay.
We got 4 Pontiacs all together, so
Okay.
you'll see us.
Well,
we
this is my favorite right here. This is
All
my
right,
favorite right here.
thank you.
Hands down. Yeah.
Thank you. Yep. Every now and then, you'll see her. We don't trailer them, so.
Yeah. They were meant to be driven.
Absolutely.
They weren't meant to be on a trailer. They were meant to be driven.
We don't trailer them, so you'll see her from time to time out on the road. We'll cruise them out.
Okay. Well, thanks for telling me about this car.
Absolutely.
Wow. Just
So you got a Le Mans convertible?
yes, sir.
What color?
Green.
You've brought it here before?
I didn't know. No, I haven't. I haven't brought it down here yet.
Because there is a green Le Mans convertible that shows on up. It's faded green.
Yep.
Fade everything else. I mean, it piece there, but we've seen, he used to show up, last year. Quite a bit.
Right.
So-
Yeah. Mine's like that faded green, and it has white top, white interior, 4-speed. I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna be honest with you.
Wow.
A guy towed my car. I did 9 years in the Army Reserve down in Raleigh. My car wouldn't start down there. So I called AAA, and I think this man owned a shop. He may not, but he towed my car. And when I got to his house, he said, "You want to buy that car over there?" Okay. I didn't know what it was, but I walked over there, and I saw that stick shift.
That's rare.
That's what made me buy the car. I bought that car only because it was a stick. If that car would have been an automatic, I wouldn't have never spent any money on it. But because it was a stick shift and a convertible, I jumped all over. I salivated. And like this was in '95. I had previously thought, the reason why I was complimenting your wife is because y'all left it as a Le Mans. That was the main thing that got me. You left it as a Le Mans. You got the big motor, but you left the Le Mans.
Yes,
okay,
exactly.
that was the main turn on. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
No, that's
right.
Too.
But when I was,
we love these taillights.
yes, sir. But when I was young, I had contemplated a GTO conversion. I didn't do it,
Fine.
and I'm thankful that I didn't, because you don't see as many Le Mans. And so since you don't see as many Le Mans, I think they get more attention.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Although everybody will say, nice GTO.
They will say it until you see the badges. And I'm thinking that, now you might can correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought I saw in articles where the Le Mans was the luxury version.
Yes.
Right.
It's supposed to have more of the upscale options. Now back in the day when Pontiac literally let you check off, they didn't have build packages.
Mm-hmm.
They put on stuff, you could actually build anything you wanted, and then they would install it. So the fact you got, if that's a real 4-speed to the car, and if it's PHS documented, that would put it in the uber rare category, because you just won't see. Is it still the rear? What rear end is it? Is it a
Nothing. I don't know about the rear end. But I know that I bought it and nothing had been touched on that car. Now it didn't have no power anything. All it had on it was an alternator. No power steering, drum brakes. What else? No AC. Just an alternator. So I kind of like that. I kind of like that because it's not a daily driver.
So is it the darker or the lighter green for the?
It was like middle. It was in the between. It was almost like your coat. It's hard to describe, but
yeah. So it's there is the palmetto green, which we love, which would be like if there was a green, it'd be a light green to this color shade, because it's got a little pearl in it, or it's got or the darker green is the seafoam green.
I think it's the seafoam.
That's beautiful.
I think it's the seafoam.
Yeah, that's still beautiful. That's still
I
gorgeous.
think it's the seafoam.
That was the color of the '60s.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Seafoam, and next to burgundy, the seafoam green was the color.
Yeah, yep. Living room interior and everything.
Yeah, exactly. You know it.
Look, man, I remember that.
You say that.
I remember that because
my God.
we had some green. In my parents' first house, I think we had some green. I'm amazed at the turnout.
So last month we had over 2,200 cars.
A friend of mine told me that. He told me it was ridiculous.
We'll probably beat it. I mean,
of course.
They're down there.
Because last month was February.
Yeah. And I said if it's gonna be a clear day out.
If it's clear, because we had so much rain in the winter.
Yeah.
The winter was full of rain.
You're right.
So this is it. This is it.
The night deal cars and coffee isn't going on. and there's not a the one in the one in Fayetteville is going. Jessica puts that on, but there's not the one in Concord, and there's not the one in Charlotte. So people will come to this one because this is literally.
Well, I like it because it's close to me. I'm like 10 miles away. So, where are y'all located?
So we just moved. We just got a house where our cars are now stored. We actually were in the storage space about 5 miles down the road. In Cary.
Okay.
And Cubes Chatham.
Okay.
And now we're up in Rollsville.
Okay.
So
that's not too far. That's not too far.
Yeah, it's about a half an hour away.
Yeah. That's not too far. Right outside of Raleigh.
10 minutes away versus a half an hour.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yes, that's fine.
But I'm glad you brought this out, man.
Yeah, we've actually got 4 Pontiacs.
She told me.
Oh,
she told me about every one of them. Yeah, she knows that. I mean, she knows the car in and out. She said she's the one that found the blocks, the 421 blocks.
Yes, she did.
Like you said, you couldn't find them. And I'm about like you, man. It's hard looking for that stuff. It's hard looking for that stuff. Oh man, I'm glad I didn't step on Lassie. Yeah. But thanks for talking to me about your car, man.